Hi guys, this is Pranab and welcome to my lab.
Today I will show you the core construction of a transformer and the measurement of the voltage of the transformer.
If you love my video, please like it and don't forget to subscribe and share with your friends. Let's switch on. This is a 230 volt, 20 to 12 volt, 3 ampere deck type or cell type transformer. I have collected it from a voltage stabilizer and these terminals you can see are coming out from the secondary windings of the transformer called the tappings, and these two terminals are the input terminals of the primary winding of the transformer. And this is the 230 volt 12 volt 1.5 ampere transformer. I have bought it from the local electronics shop. There are total 5 numbers of terminals. You can see there are 3 numbers of terminals in the secondary winding, and this is 12 volt 1.5 ampere output current, and these two wires are coming out from the primary windings, and this is 230 volt AC,
In which winding we give the input power is called the primary, and from where we get the output power is called the secondary side of the transformer. And across these two terminals we get the 12 volt output, and across these two terminals we get the 12 volt output, and across these two blue wire we can get the 24 volt output. So the green wire is the center tapping, and
this is a 230 volt to 909 volt 300 milliampere transformer. I have collected it from an old emergency lamp, and you can see the terminals are broken,
and this is the center tapped secondary terminals, that means 909 volt output, and this is the input terminals, that means 230 volt AC, that means the primary side of the winding. Let's open the transformer first. First of all, remove the cover. You can see the cover, and the transformer is made by the thin laminations of soft iron. You can see the laminations. The transformer is built by E section and I section as shown in figure. So first, remove the I sections with the help of a screwdriver head and a mallet. You can see the I sections are coming out from the core, and the E sections and I sections are positioned in opposite direction as shown in figure. This core helps to calculate the magnetic flux and hold the windings. You can see the I sections are coming out. By pressing it, you can see remove the I sections by using a plier. Now you can see the all I sections are removed and the core looks like this, and this is the I sections removed from the core. Now we have to remove the E sections from the transformer core. Now you can see the E sections are coming out from the former. These are the thin laminations of E section, and these E sections are fitted in opposite direction with each other. You can see 3 to 4 E sections are placed together in the opposite direction. Now you can see the former of the transformer, and the windings are wound over the former, and this former is made by plastic, and these are the E sections, and you can see 3 to 4 E sections are placed in the former like this. and the other 3 to 4 E sections are placed in the opposite direction like this. And this process repeats like earlier. And as you can see, there is a slot, and this slot is filled by the I sections like this. Thus we can get a solid transformer core. There are total 45 numbers of E sections in this core and also 45 I sections. Now let's remove the cover of the winding. There are two types of winding, high voltage and low voltage winding. The low voltage windings placed near the core and the high voltage winding placed on the low voltage winding. Thickness of the low voltage winding is higher than the high voltage winding because the low voltage winding carries more current than high voltage winding. As we know, the power and frequency remains constant in a transformer. If voltage increased, then the current should be decreased and vice versa. It is a 230 volt to 12 volt center tap transformer, and across these two terminals we get the 12 volt output, and across these two terminals we get the 12 volt output, and across these two blue wire we get the 24 volt output. And this is the low voltage side. Let's test the continuity of this low voltage side. Actually, the multimeter showing the resistance of the windings. This 4 ohm is the resistance of the low voltage winding cause it consists of the less number of turns. This test showing that the windings are okay. Now the continuity of the cover is checked if any winding insulation is damaged. Now let's test the continuity of the high voltage winding, and we can't hear the beep noise cause the resistance of the winding is high, that means 309 ohm. Let's test the continuity between the two windings. This one showing on the multimeter indicates that there are no electrical connection between the high voltage and low voltage windings. Now the continuity on the cover is checked as earlier if any winding insulation is damaged. Now let's measure the voltage of the transformer. Connect the high voltage side of the transformer, that means the primary, with the 230 volt supply main. Keep the switch on. Now measure the voltage between the blue wire and the center tapped green wire, and the voltage is 13 volt, and the voltage between another blue wire and this green wire, that means the center tap green wire, is 13 volt, and across these two blue wire the voltage is 26 volt. Let's measure the input voltage, that means the voltage across the primary winding is 212 volt. So we can see the transformer is working as a step down transformer. Stay tuned with us. Thank you.